Angel Reese decided to log on and rant, and the internet lit her up. Fans are calling her entitled, analysts are roasting her takes, and she's getting ratioed harder than a burner account. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark keeps stacking dubs in silence. One's doing laps around the spotlight, the other's just shining in it. This is where the drama starts. Pulled out Caitlin Clark. And I've told you guys, you've heard me say it. Angel Reese is much closer to being a content creator. Let's just be honest. Angel Reese walked straight into this one with her mouth wide open and her sense of awareness turned all the way off. The Chicago Sky forward, who hasn't played a single WNBA minute yet, decided it was the perfect time to call fans entitled. You read that right. Fans. The same people who pay for tickets, show up to games, and keep the league relevant. And what was the context? She was ranting online about people having opinions about her life. You know, the whole mind your own business thing. Except her business is literally everyone's business when she's a public figure on a public platform in a sport begging for attention. This is the part where someone should have taken her phone. So now we're all watching a rookie with 0 WNBA games under her belt try to lecture the very people paying to see her hoop. That's not a flex, it's a facepalm. The moment was so tone deaf, you'd think it was satire. But no, she was dead serious. And then came the backlash. Instantly, fans, reporters, analysts, even casuals who couldn't name 3 WNBA teams, jumped in like, wait, is this real? And yeah, it was real. Angel's out here firing off comments as if she's been carrying the league for years. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is just hooping, winning over fans, making headlines for her game, not her griping. Let's get one thing straight. Angel Reese is talented. No one's denying that. But there's a massive difference between being relevant and being respected. Relevance comes from noise. Respect comes from results. Caitlin Clark has both. Angel has one and it's starting to slip. These players in this league do not want this league to grow. Again, they want it to grow under their circumstances only. Women's basketball is finally getting attention, and now that it's getting attention, it's not the right kind of attention. Cry me a river. I mean, really, what do we do? The rant didn't feel empowering. It didn't sound like a bold player speaking truth. It sounded like a self-appointed queen yelling at her subjects for not clapping loud enough. You want superstar treatment. Cool. But that comes with superstar expectations, and right now Reese isn't meeting them. It got worse. She decided to start talking about union issues. Yes, the WNBA Players Union. Problem is she's not part of the leadership. She's not even part of the negotiation team. But here she is, dropping half-baked strike threats online like she's the commissioner. Real union reps have to be looking at their phones like, who let her cook? This is the exact kind of drama the WNBA does not need right now. The league is finally seeing real momentum. Games are getting broadcast. Attendance is up. The spotlight is growing. And while Caitlin Clark is leading the charge, Angel Reese is out here swinging a wrecking ball, blindfolded. And we haven't even hit game 1. Here's where it really starts to unravel. Angel Reese is now trying to position herself as the reason the league is growing. Yep, according to her, she's the reason people are watching. Meanwhile, all the receipts are pointing elsewhere. Caitlin Clark's games pull record numbers. Her jersey sales blow everyone else out of the water. The league literally builds its national TV schedule around her. And what does Angel bring? A podcast and some Twitter quotes that sound like high school beef. It's not just that she made a dumb comment. It's how she doubled down, tripled down, told the fans they're the problem, started spinning herself as a misunderstood leader while actively dividing the room. She's calling out fans, arguing with critics, playing the martyr card, and yet still hasn't played a second of pro ball. In contrast, Caitlin Clark is out here selling out arenas, averaging 1 million+ viewers per game, and giving media-trained interviews that sound like she's been doing this for a decade. She's focused, she's polished, and most importantly, she shows up. You won't catch her subtweeting fans or calling the people funding her lifestyle entitled. There's a reason why people are choosing sides, because this isn't just sports, it's a branding war. On one side, you've got Clark, high performance, high value, low drama. On the other, Reese, high volume, low output, constant friction. Then you throw in this thread of a strike energy she started hinting at. Girl, read the room. We just got casual fans interested. We finally got major outlets talking about women's basketball for the right reasons, and now you want to talk about walking out. You don't even have a stat sheet yet. The league is seeing its biggest numbers ever, and Angel's out here using her platform to launch grenades at the same people who made that possible. You can't be the face of growth when you keep spitting in the face of the audience. She also tried to flip the narrative with the oldest PR trick in the book. I'm not like that in real life. According to her, she's way nicer in person. Fans just don't understand her. They don't get it. They've misread her vibe. Oh, okay. Because thousands of people all just hallucinated the same tone from every single quote and clip she's dropped online. Sorry, but when everyone is saying the same thing about your energy, that's not slander, that's branding, and you did that. No one forced you to call fans entitled. No one asked you to insert yourself into union negotiations. You jumped on the mic, threw verbal elbows, and now want to blame the fallout on misinterpretation. Here's the part that hits hardest. Angel Reese isn't just hurting her own brand, she's putting cracks in the league's momentum. The WNBA is finally in a place where casual fans are investing financially and emotionally. They're tuning in, buying merch, talking trash like they would about the NBA or NFL. That's the dream, and she's over here trying to gatekeep criticism like this is a private club. Let me break it down. In pro sports, fans are entitled to have opinions, entitled to voice disappointment, entitled to talk about what they love and what they hate. That's what being a fan is. The moment athletes start trying to silence that is the moment fans start walking away. And if they walk away, so does your relevance, so does your paycheck, so does your platform. Caitlin Clark gets this. That's why her fan base keeps growing. That's why she's selling out arenas even when she's not playing. That's why she doesn't need to clap back, because she lets her game talk. Let's talk about the matchup the entire league is holding its breath for. Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky. Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. One has the game, the fans, the ratings, the respect. The other, a growing list of headlines she wishes she could edit. This isn't just basketball, it's a brand war, a narrative brawl, a ratings bonanza, and make no mistake, everyone's watching for one reason. Caitlin Clark. Analysts aren't even hiding it anymore. When ESPN says this game might break the 3 million viewer mark, it's not because Angel's ranting on social media, it's because Clark's pulling up from half court and making it look easy. People want greatness, not grievances. Angel can pretend she's bringing attention to the game all she wants, but fans aren't logging on for her podcasts or hot takes. They're logging in to see if Caitlin drops 30, hits a buzzer beater, or throws a pass that makes defenders question their careers. That's the real draw. And now, every time these two share the court, it becomes a case study in what fans actually want. Substance or noise, execution or excuses. One's lifting the league, the other's dragging it into pointless drama. Then Reese decided to fire up the nuke. She said fans should mind their own business. Yep, because that's how you grow a sport. Alienate the exact people who are showing up and paying attention. Genius marketing right there. Fans are already walking on eggshells because they don't want to get barked at for saying the wrong thing. They want to support women's basketball. They want to see it thrive. And instead they get Angel on IG stories telling them to mind their own lives and stop commenting on hers. Let's flip this for a second. Imagine Steph Curry telling Warriors fans they're entitled for criticizing a bad shooting night. Imagine LeBron calling out Lakers fans for voicing frustration over losses. It would be a PR disaster. But Angel, she thinks it's activism. And yeah, she's already teasing a strike, not a collective organized movement, not a thoughtful union-backed strategy, just a rookie tweeting vague ultimatums and making it sound like she's about to flip the league upside down, unless someone wires her a bag. Do WNBA players deserve better pay? Hell yes. But do you fight for that by throwing tantrums in the middle of the league's biggest growth spurt in years? Absolutely not. The worst time to threaten to walk off the court is when you finally got millions of new people walking into the arena. Reese is talking strikes. Clark is breaking records. Reese is venting about being misunderstood. Clark is doing media hits with poise. Reese is blaming fans. Clark is bringing in more. There's no debate here. There's a divide, and the data doesn't lie. Caitlin Clark accounts for nearly half of the WNBA's national TV revenue. Let that sit for a second. One player, one rookie, half the bag. 23 WNBA games crossed the 1 million viewer mark last season. Clark played in 20 of them. The other 3. Coincidence? In merch, her jersey didn't just top the list, it broke it in half. She outsold the entire league. Meanwhile, Angel's talking about misunderstood vibes. Even when it comes to attendance, the receipts are brutal. Before Clark, the Indiana Fever were an afterthought, a clearance rack franchise. Now, they're the Beyoncé of the league. sold-out arenas, new venues, bigger headlines. Clark didn't just revive the fever, she supercharged the WNBA. Teams are literally relocating games to NBA arenas because Clark is coming to town. And no, that's not happening for Angel Reese. Her name doesn't fill 20,000-seat venues. Her impact doesn't break streaming platforms. Clark's does, and she's not even asking for credit. She's just hooping. The deeper issue, Angel Reese doesn't seem to understand how this works. In professional sports, you're part of an ecosystem. Fans, teammates, coaches, sponsors, media, everyone plays a role, and when you burn the bridge to the fans, you cut the cord that feeds the whole system. The same people Angel just told to mind their business are the reason she has business. They buy the tickets, they stream the games, they wear the jerseys. When you talk down to them, you're not just making yourself look bad, you're poisoning the whole vibe. And look, if you're gonna be the villain, then be the villain. Go full heel, be unapologetic, but don't play misunderstood the moment people push back. You can't throw punches on social media, then clutch your pearls when the internet swings back. Angel wants the benefits of being a superstar, endorsements, fans' clout, without the costs, without the pressure, without the scrutiny. That's not how any of this works. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is carrying the league like it's just another set in the weight room. She's doing it with grace, with focus, and without all the noise. While Reese is ranting about fans, Clark is showing love. While Reese is teasing strikes, Clark is building trust. And while Reese is still searching for her first pro bucket, Clark is already rewriting the record books. The league knows it, the fans know it, the numbers prove it, and the difference is painfully obvious every time they share a court. The crazy part, this didn't have to happen. Angel Reese had a golden opportunity. She was part of one of the most iconic college rivalries in years. She had eyeballs, she had media attention, she had a platform that most rookies dream of. All she had to do was build on it, but instead of playing the long game, she chose chaos. She started fights with fans. She created divides that didn't need to exist. She turned potential supporters into critics, all while Caitlin Clark just kept showing up, hooping, and letting her resume do the talking. It's not too late for Angel to course correct. She still has talent. She still has a following. But she's gotta decide what kind of player she wants to be. A star people root for, or one they scroll past. Because the WNBA is moving fast now. The lights are brighter, the stakes are higher, and the audience isn't going to wait around for someone who keeps insulting them. The league is entering a golden era, and Caitlin Clark is at the front of it. She's showing what growth looks like, what leadership feels like, and what the next generation of women's basketball can be. Angel Reese can be part of that wave, or she can keep paddling in the wrong direction. Either way, one thing's clear, she's not Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese is trending, but not in the way she hoped. While she burns bridges with fans, Caitlin Clark is building empires. One's ranting online, the other's rewriting history. You choose the legacy.